Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Download the Uplift. My name is Gabriel Mark, one of your hosts, reporting for the last time from this particular apartment. Joined as always by my co-host that a while ago used to smoke, Dane Davis.
What up, man? How you feeling about it being the last day in that house?
It feels good. Well, the last podcast, I'm about 10
last
days. And like we talked about with Diana, it's a fire sale. So I selling everything, lamps. I'm thinking for my kitchen stuff, I'm just gonna, because listen, I know I should probably donate it, but I'm thinking I just grab a box and throw everything in there and take one crappy picture of the top of it. $10 box of kitchen stuff and just see, do you support this?
Yeah, man, might as well. I mean, you're trying to get rid of it, then yeah, $10 for everything.
Yeah,
that's worth it.
But it's like old, like the Tefal Walmart pots and like a plastic spatula. But I'm like even if you donate it, I don't even think they would put that. They would use it. I think they would throw that out too. Like I don't know, but
yeah. Well, I wonder how much would you get back in taxes if you donate it versus how much would you get? Like, well, you get $10. Like, but would you get more than $10 with taxes for donating?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. The last couple of times I went to Goodwill, and I try not to because they just sell it, and apparently they're ripping people off these days. So I usually try and either bring it to a mission or like the boxes that say, "Hey, this clothing is actually going to kids or whatever." Or like people that need clothes. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't even thought to do that. I'm gonna talk to my guy. See how that works.
Yeah, dude, I saw this. It was a long time ago. It was like maybe 10 years ago. There's a video that was talking about Goodwill, and I don't know. I think you can look at it in a couple different ways, but they're saying, well, their business model is they rent out of space and they sell you items that people have donated for 100% profit. So when you look at it that way, it's kind of like, it's not really charitable. It's not really goodwill, but I don't know. You can look at it a couple different ways. Like, yeah, they have to make money somehow, and yeah, it's cheap stuff. So
yeah, the one near you actually, there was a Goodwill. Dude, they were selling, I remember this. Dang, was it 2 years ago? No, because I moved out here a year ago before Halloween. Yeah, they had a casket. Someone donated a casket in the front lobby area. I'm not kidding. I was like, dude, are you guys for real? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it got there, but I thought that was a pretty mysterious thing. But it was for sale. Like, you could go get.
I wouldn't buy it. It's just,
no?
No.
There's somebody that's into like that Rob Zombie-esque, like everything's like horror movie. It definitely sold.
Oh, so. Yeah. I mean, like if it was just a decorative casket, like, vampire looking, yeah, maybe. But an actual casket, like, I don't know. It's secondhand? Did they get it from somewhere, or did the person who was supposed to be in it not end up dying? I don't know. It's just weird.
That's the question. Where did that come from? It's not like they're like, all right, you're done with this, and they like got him out of there. Yeah. It was like that blue, purple, pearl color. But and I don't even ask how much it was. But dude, I think what a weird. Where is this podcast going? Actually, it's very appropriate because it is Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. We are recording this on All Hallows Eve. Is that Halloween? All Hallows Eve? Is All Hallows Eve the same as Halloween? What is Halloween? Halloween contraction of All Hallows Eve. Oh, interesting.
Okay. Well, it says the same thing.
Shoot. What was I saying about the coffin thing?
Well, the coffin fits with Halloween.
Yes. There you go. That's very spooktacular. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Download the Uplift. Make sure you watch us on YouTube, Spotify, listen to us on Apple, like, follow, all that good stuff. But if you're watching us, you'll see that my co-host now is putting me to shame with his super cool background. Like, he's got guitars, lighting, everything looks balanced. Wow. And mine all of a sudden looks subpar compared to my co-host, Dane. Congratulations, man. It looks fantastic in there.
Thanks, man. I finally got the blackout curtains, but dude, I think it looks equal now. I think
it does.
You got the purple, I got the purple. I probably need to adjust some of the lighting still, but you know, it's looking good.
It really. Hey, you guys know me out there. I don't like false compliments, Johnny. But it looks freaking great, and you're right. It matches up really well. It looks like we got a show here going on. What do we got? A show? This is episode number 22, y'all. 22, and we were talking before we started this. Dude, it's like 6 months of making podcasts, but a long way to go. But we're still in the fight, baby. We're still in the fight.
Yeah. I mean, we got the microphones first, and now we're doing the lighting, or I'm doing the lighting. You've always had it.
Amen. What how's your week been, man? We're coming off of the Diana podcast. How's your week been? What'd you think? Talk to me, Goose.
Dude, it's flown by. Like I've been so busy, like Monday through Wednesday, just nonstop, like either working or trying to take care of stuff around the house. So yeah, it's flown by for me. What about you?
Same, bro. Same. Definitely a whirlwind. Whenever you move, even if it's like apartment to apartment, it's a lot. And but today it was particularly crazy, dude. I woke up. Now we don't need to recap the full day, but I did go to the dentist today, and I got great news. They found a cavity in my back tooth. He goes, "Yeah, we're gonna need to fill that before you leave." I'm like, "Great!" So they actually fit me in. Shout out Yellow House Dental. They're fitting me in November 8th because they're like, "We don't like the coloring back there." So I was like, "Bro, is this like a quick scam?" Because they know it's my last appointment there. But it turns out, of course, their x-rays are AI powered. Last year, when they first took the x-rays, they showed me there's a little red square against a little miscoloring back here. So like it finds it.
Yeah.
And I guess the dentist is that he's mad cool. He's like 3 years older than me. So I'm like, oh, but he was like, yeah, dude, you got to do that. I was like, well, it doesn't hurt or anything. It's like, well, yeah, that's good. This is when we need to fill it. So that's a fun $337 or $77 tab coming up, but you got to do it, right?
Well, honestly, dude, like just having one filling, that's great, man. I'd love that news. It's definitely not going to happen for me when I go to the dentist, but
oh well, dude, if you don't have dental, I guess it is really. I mean, I pay out of pocket for health insurance, but dental insurance, it's like I've never had it, and it's like I think it's $3. I was like, well, she goes, well, if it gets worse, it could be a crown, which is like $2,000. I was like, all right, so let's get me fixed. So 8:30, just so you guys know, even though this is airing long after November 8th, I will be in a chair, or I will have been in a chair going, wee, wee, wee. So that's what's happening with me.
Well, also speaking of airing way into the future, we are on Halloween Day right now filming this podcast, which is kind of funny because we're actually going to be talking about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
and
yeah,
we're doing it in advance, but when the podcast comes out, it'll be like a couple days late. So
after Thanksgiving. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because Dane and I were like, hey, man, let's go every other week. Meanwhile, we record every week. But this time we're going to be good through through November. So we won't record again until December, I don't think. But
yeah, man. I wonder if there's ever going to be a time, like if the podcast blows up, that we're going to be able to do things like and turn it around in a couple of days. So it's like real-time podcast, basically.
Oh,
have a whole crew.
Well, when we first started, we record on Thursday to come out that Monday. That was pretty on point.
Yeah.
I actually finished editing the Diana one. It actually came out really good. Shout out Diana. Thanks again for joining us. And you could tell like at the beginning, all three of us, because I don't know, when there's a guest on there's like not tension, but it's like high energy, almost nervous energy. But like after 10 minutes, it was like three chums.
Yeah,
it came out really good.
Well, I also think like we're so used to the formula and the format and everything of just talking. But when a guest is on, they're probably kind of like trying to figure out, okay, like what's the plan, what's the map, and then eventually when we just start talking, it's like free form, and they're like, yeah, it's cool. So,
and then they don't know what to expect. I hit them with, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to like what the heck? So, shoot, yeah, I think it came out cool. It ended up being an hour and 29 minutes. I got it edited, so I got all kinds of stuff going on. I got an update. I got solo videos, all kinds of stuff. But we're cranking away because this week I was like, whatever editing needs to get done, and then next week's all packing. But we are filming this on Halloween. What do you have any particular memories of like one of the best ones or favorite costumes you've had in your past or crazy Halloween antics you'd like to share, my friend?
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, like house parties for Halloween were always the best. I'd say my favorite costume I dressed up as was there was this like really cool like ghoul costume where it had like red glowing eyes. This was when I was like way younger. That was awesome. I kept that costume for like, I don't know, 3 years or something. And then the one year I did the Joker like really well. I did it good one year and I did it pretty bad the next year. So,
the Heath Ledger Joker?
Yeah.
I wish you had a picture.
I do. It's on my Facebook.
Oh. Yeah. We'll link Dane's Facebook down below if you want. And go just searching through his photos like a stalker and you'll find it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what day to look for. Dude, that's cool. What
about you?
In like 2009 or 2010, I had a youth-size fairy princess girl's costume that I just ripped over myself with my belly hanging out. That was pretty awesome. But that year, or the year, I wore that for like 3 years. So like the first year was in Las Vegas. We were visiting, and I like entered a costume contest. So there's a big like number 12 on the side of it, like stuck on the side of it. So I marched across like a nightclub stage in it. It was pretty awesome. Nice. It was very sparkly. And then we went back in 2011 and or 2012, and I wore it still. But there was a club in the Hard Rock, rest in peace, Hard Rock Hotel, called Vanity. And I remember I just got the iPhone 4. So whatever year I think it was 2011. I just had the iPhone 4 and my wallet, but I didn't think to put like a fanny pack or some way to hold all this. So I must have been, I don't know what I was thinking, but I remember going into a stall for some reason, left everything on the toilet paper roll our first night there. So, and I left. I was like, yo, what happened to it? I was probably drunk, hammered with all my buddies, and I lost everything. So I was in Las Vegas, no ID, no phone. So that was a horror story from Halloween. Sorry to bring down the mood, everybody.
And that was like on vacation. You weren't living here yet. Yeah, that's the worst, man. If you're on vacation, I feel like it's 10 times worse losing everything.
Oh, but dude, no ID. Because like my boys could have spotted me. Like I don't care about the phone. I could have, but it's like no ID meant no clubs, no anything. And like that's what we were in tourist mode. I didn't know anybody or anything.
Yeah.
That was horrible, dude.
What'd you end up doing for the ID?
I remember there was cabs. So I took a cab over to the Walgreens on Tropicana, which is like sketchy area near Home Depot. And I bought a prepaid phone. That was all. And I went right to Bank of America in person with a temporary ID or something. I don't know. Ended up my buddy, well, what was once a buddy, next day aired me my old ID. So I think, that's what happened. But if you're in Vegas without a phone and an ID, it was rough. But we made it through, man. We're still here making content today. So yeah.
Well, I remember the one year we hung out for Halloween, we went to PT's. You had your Kylo Ren costume on. I was just wearing a top hat for no reason. I didn't have anything.
You're steampunk as heck, man.
Yeah, man. That was a fun night.
That was a great night. That ended up pretty good for me. We ended up, that Kylo Ren costume was all, I sold that thing. Oh yeah, dude. I used to have an authentic Jon Snow costume, but oh yeah, me and my buddy Nate went on Fremont one night. I had like an extra one, of course. He was Robb Stark and I was Jon Snow. That was a great Halloween, actually. Wow. Wow, that was a good one. Yeah, I've had a couple costumes. I just sold my Jon Snow costume actually to a dude out here for like $100. And
oh wow.
And he's like, dude, this is awesome. He sent me a picture of it. It like fits him well. I'm so happy because I put serious effort into that. So hopefully tonight he's kicking butt. He actually bought my bed too. So hopefully he's making use of all things this evening with him and his newlywed.
He just has his Jon Snow costume on, just laying in bed like, I'm the king of the North.
He's like, I'm the king now. I'm the captain now.
Yeah. I sounded nothing like Jon Snow, but you know.
Sounded good, man. I like it. Yeah, but it's Halloween. I wasn't allowed to celebrate Halloween as a little kid though, because it was like, you know, it was a satanic holiday, so we weren't allowed to. But I've never been a huge Halloween guy. Like, I don't even have candy to give to kids today. Do you? Oh yeah, you have a good place at your place. You got all the kids coming by.
Yeah. Well, actually, something that's pretty cool this year. My brother is like stepping it up a notch as well. He's actually giving some toys away to the kids as well.
Whoa!
Some small toys, you know.
No, that's super cool, man.
Yeah, yeah. And he usually does Pokemon cards as well. There's these like small packs of like 3 or 4 or 5 Pokemon cards, and they're like meant for Halloween. So he just gives those away every year too.
Oh, I thought he just had like a stack and he put them all in Ziploc bags. It's like, you ain't getting no Charizard or whatever. Is that like the big money one? Charizard?
Yeah, depending on the Charizard. It's all kinds of stuff. Like, it has to have a shadow. It has to be the right version or whatever it is. I'm not an expert on it, but it's very specific. The Charizard.
What's the one that Jake Paul had like around his neck?
That I think was Charizard. It was like it, and I don't know like what the actual value is, but like people were trying to sell it for like $5,000 or more.
I think it was like 500,000 if I remember correctly. Hold on, we got to pull this up because I'm curious.
Yeah, well, I do remember there was one stage where people were saying it's worth like $100,000, but I don't know if it's ever been sold for that amount.
Oh, dude. Okay, hold on a second. No way. Hold on a second, everybody. Logan Paul has revealed he now owns the Holy Grail of Pokemon cards, a PSA 10 Pikachu Oh, this is Pikachu. Never mind. So, but it says it's worth $5 million.
But it's like if it sells for that, you could price it as whatever, you know.
What's this all about? Oh, here we go. Logan Paul brings Charizard to Mayweather fight. Yeah. And how much is it? Charizard famously sold for around 420,000 when YouTuber Logan Paul purchased it in 2020. There you go. That's all I had to do. The 11 most expensive Charizard cards ever printed in English. Okay, I'm not going through this right now, but Google it, y'all.
Yeah, Charizard is one of the most beloved Pokemon out there. So yeah, his card is definitely valuable. It's kind of, I guess, like art. It's like it's valued as whatever the last sale was. So Logan Paul bought it for over $400,000. So now people are like, it's worth that. But like, will you sell it for that? Probably not, except to someone who's rich and wants it for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's like artwork too, right? Artwork's worth whatever someone will pay for it. Like if there's just some guy that throws a splat all of a sudden, but if some guy pays $5 million for it, it's weird.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like the art community, fine art and stuff like that. It's the same thing. It's like it's valued at what it will sell for. And you can have like an art appraiser or whatever appraise it for whatever amount, but then what really counts is like how much did someone buy it for. So,
well, they say there's like a ton of like that's a huge way people launder money, and it's kind of I mean, if you have to, it kind of makes sense. Be like, yo, just buy this for $5 million. But if you have like a track record of okay, now all of a sudden he's an artist that sells expensive things, who's to come in and say, well, no, you can't pay that? It's like, well,
yeah.
That's what it's worth. So there you go, kids. Don't do that. But shoot.
What do you have planned for Halloween tonight before we get into later holidays?
Yes, dude. Facebook Marketplace. I'm selling some boots at 6:30 in 45 minutes, supposedly. So we'll see. I might have to pause if the guy wants to go try them on. I'm selling boots. Here's the thing about cowboy boots, everybody, and this can be a reel. I didn't realize I bought size 11 double E's. Just so you guys know, apparently that's really, really wide, which is why I don't wear them all the time. I like wearing cowboy boots. When I get to my new place, I'll still rock them, but I'm going to get a pair that actually fits. I was hammered when I bought these, of course, at Boot Barn in Las Vegas. I was like, oh, these are cool. But yeah, like if you want a good pair that you could rock with just jeans and a hoodie, like you got to go and like do it sober, guys. And double E's are really wide. That's why I probably didn't like them, because they clunk around. But I think I'm going to go get a pair reasonably priced. Once I sell these, like good fitting, could rock them with jeans and a hoodie like this, cowboy boots, just so everyone knows.
Yeah, dude. I think everyone should have like a good pair of boots.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And that's as I drink from a tiki cup out of a straw. Very masculine.
I think everyone should have cowboy boots and a tiki mug that they drink out of while riding their horse.
Oh my gosh, dude. I just sold a step ladder that, once again, I'm selling everything to this lady, and I met her at Walmart just now. And dude, the most Texas thing, what do you think she needed the step ladder for? I mean, I bet you can guess. You're a smart guy.
Well, if it's related to horses, it's to climb on her horse.
Boom. She goes, well, yeah, I needed for my grandkids to get up on the horse. I'm like, oh, that's so Texas. It's awesome. Like that happened today. Like I'm gonna make a video, download the Uplift people. I like the truth about living in where I live. I could say it now. I live in Lubbock, Texas. So I'm gonna make a video all about Lubbock, Texas. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna take some cool just B-roll. It'll be interesting, I guess. Maybe who knows? But I'm gonna give like as a 39-year-old single guy what it's like to live here, because there's a lot of college kids, but there's the people that are from here that are like legit awesome people. Either way, did you hear that McDonald's won the right to be able to fix their own ice cream machines finally? That's right, back-to-back McDonald's news, y'all.
Wait, they needed the right to be able to do that?
It was this big thing, the Right to Repair Act. Apparently, they all got them.
Oh, yeah.
From the franchisees got them from a company called Taylor or something. So they never could fix them. And it's like a running meme that like, oh, no McFlurries today. Ice cream machine down, I see. But apparently it's because first of all, there's a bazillion moving parts to those machines, and only the ice cream manufacturer could fix them. So it was like big news, believe it or not, that like they can finally fix them themselves. So rest assured, people.
No, dude, it's a major act. I actually thought that already passed, but I'm probably wrong about it. But the right to repair, that's huge. I think Apple was against that because they didn't want people going and repairing their own laptops. So it's like just making it more accessible for people to repair their own stuff and buy like replacement parts and all that. And it's huge. Either you're paying like a bunch of money to get the original manufacturer to do it. You're either doing that or you just can't do it, so you end up like buying a new one or throwing it away or whatever it is. Yeah, because like the expense to go and repair your laptop, let's say, versus like buying a new one, depending on what it is, it could be like almost worth just buying a new one. Or maybe not laptops, but other things, other electronics. It's like instead of having that readily available and cheap to just replace something and repair it real quick, it's more cost effective, or it just makes sense to just buy a new one. So that's like that's just a bad mentality to have with consumer electronics and just products in general. So
well, like you're saying everything. Like, how about this? My AirPods, dude. I got these. I remember I sent you a message in like 2022. I'm like, yo, you were right. They're amazing. I'm still rocking the same pair. But dude, now if I answer a call, like, bro, you sound like you're in 3 hallways away.
well, look, the AirPods thing is way more complex, but like a laptop's a standard thing. Like it's a product that's been out for a long time. I wouldn't necessarily think that, you know, the average person would be wanting to repair like earbuds or whatever and dive down into like tiny electronics. But you know, like I don't know, like you should be able to replace your RAM, your hard drive, you know, like stuff like that. It's kind of a bad mentality to have when you want to cut down on like e-waste. So I'm glad that they're able to repair their ice cream machines.
No, hey, I am too. I mean,
Basically.
I haven't had a McFlurry since probably 2022 when I was in a truck at a truck stop. I ate 2 of them. And I was so gluttonous. It was awesome. It was so good though. Oh, who knows like if it's actually real ice cream. But it's wild you talk about your laptop and keeping it like, dude, I'm at the point with this MacBook Pro where it's my baby, dude. Like now, especially if I'm doing my new gig, hopefully, if it works out with him and everything, and it's like, hey, I need, but dude, with the editing that I'm doing a lot of editing, like whatever I can do. And this thing I bought late 2019 or late 2020. I think it's a 2019 MacBook Pro, but now I get like yours is or was. I don't even. Are you on your Mac right now?
Yeah.
Like that's your baby.
Yeah, I'm still on the i7 for the chips, but are you on the M series or is it still Intel?
I think it's Intel still. I think it's like the year before. Turkey Wrangler. Just saw that. Yeah, dude, like anything I can do. So let me ask you this, because it's only 29 minutes in. So every month with all the videos and everything, I take everything off of this computer and put it onto an external hard drive. Is that a good practice to keep up? Just keeping like some house cleaning as far as data goes?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cool.
And yeah, but having an archive, this is something that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. Like I'm setting up my whole studio.
Oh, it looks dude, it genuinely looks awesome. It looks so good.
I appreciate it. The next step is actually wiring all the gear in. So,
oh shoot, yeah.
Like actually having a studio ready to go. But I'm also going to get a basically just a data server, couple of terabytes or something like that, just to store everything on, so that my laptops and stuff aren't getting bogged down with stuff, you know, because even a terabyte hard drive when you're doing production is like nothing.
Oh,
and
I'm sure you've
noticed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you've noticed with the video editing that it's like it's nothing.
Well, whatever I can do, like now I got the VPN. I know that really, I mean, I guess it does scans for viruses and stuff. I don't know. Macs are pretty good with that. But all I know is that whatever I got to do to keep this thing like working well, but it's not like hey, this is going to sound so silly. So don't judge me, DTU audience. Is a laptop the kind of thing you don't go bring it in for like an oil change, but is there like a service that needs to be done by like a pro I know it's a weird question, but what can I do to make sure this baby is good?
Well, so every computer is you don't need to take it in or anything like that, but basically clearing cache can be a good thing in a way. but also more importantly, and it's not as crucial these days, but defragging your hard drive would be the Windows
Oh, I
thing to
remember
do.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can go for if you look at disk utility on your Mac,
Mm-hmm.
you can clean it up that way as well. I'm forgetting the terminology, but it's yeah, it's basically like disk cleanup or whatever. All it does is it takes your data, and your data is just saved onto your hard drive, in any which way it sees fit, like whatever opening it had, it picked that one and just saved it there. So defragging just sort of means it cleans it up, so it tries to store the data in a more optimal way so that it can access it faster, basically. So, but it's
That's
not as
cool.
big of a deal anymore. But yeah, that's the thing you could do. I do it every once in a while. So
I wish there was like, well, you want to make $1 billion, make people think you have a place where you have to bring it in. Like, oh yeah, we'll open it up, dust it off, make sure it's going good. I mean,
yeah, well,
I don't know,
dude, there are people that do PC cleanups and laptops and phones and all that stuff. Like, there are people that will bring a laptop in and say, I don't know, it's making this like screeching noise. The fan doesn't sound good and it's overheating. And they open it up and there's like, 10 years of pocket lint or whatever just
oh.
jammed in there. And then they clean it. The guy cleans it up and, yeah, they hand it back to them. It's not overheating anymore. It's not making the weird noise. So you could you could make money off of that.
Wait,
But
I gotta show you that. Hold on. So my MacBook Pro is treated like gold, right? And by the way, this Chromebook is too. But look at like if you're watching on Spotify, but this thing's like all dusty. That's all. So I have my MacBook Pro for like professional doing computer stuff, and then I have a Chromebook. Because dude, like if I'm cooking, I'll just whip it around like, what's the recipe? Like get sauce on it and stuff. Like because it was $80-something, and dude, if you're just using YouTube and anything else, just go buy a cheap laptop. So I digress. Who knows what I'm talking about?
it's kind of ridiculous. I've got 4 computers now.
It's so unnecessary.
And two of them are Apple, 2 of them are Windows. So
I'm Team Apple, yo. I got the sick tattoo throat tat Mac for life. But I'll tell you one thing, Dane. I'm very thankful for my MacBook, which brings us to our quote of the week.
As a sped up version of it.
Quote of the week. And it's even a quick one. Go ahead. Take it away, co-host.
All right. Before I do, how do you say that name?
I have no idea. Thanks, ChatGPT. Aesop. Like ASAP Rocky. Good album. Ooh, let me add that to my playlist. But go ahead.
All right. Well, we'll butcher the name then. All right. The quote of the week: gratitude turns what we have into enough. By
love that.
Aesop. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation of your name, but that's good, man. I like that quote.
Hold on. Who is this man? Who is Aesop? Aesop.
We need to know. We need to know for sure.
All that came up is all that came up was soap. Who was Aesop? All right, let's get a little share of screen here because this looks pretty official. Who knows? So who is Aesop or Aesop? He was a Greek fabulist and storyteller created with a number of fables, now collectively known as Aesop's fables. Although his existence remains unclear and no writings by him survive, numerous tales created him gathered across the centuries, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. So who knows, dude? I think he might be a myth, but he's not. I don't know.
Well, look, if it's an actual quote or not a quote, just something ChatGPT threw out there, then I still think it's good.
Yeah, man, of course. I had a whole video about gratitude. It's the most important thing ever, dude. It will change your mindset completely. If you're bumming out, just be thankful you can see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people don't have that blessing. So, oh, dude, every morning. So for some reason, I've been able to wake up really early and like to the point where Winston even doesn't want to get up. He's like, I open the blanket. He's like, by the way, shout out Winston. He made a debut and I kept it in on DTU on our Diana episode. But either way, so basically, this podcast is going to be called Thanksgiving Pressure or Pleasure. And we thought we'd just talk a little bit, even though we're a couple days after Thanksgiving. Yo, all of the stuff that goes into it. I mean, listen, it's fun, it's great, but there's a lot of stuff, you know, negative and positive surrounded by this particular holiday. We're definitely gonna have a Christmas one and probably a New Year's one too. But yeah, man. So Thanksgiving, what are you thinking? I mean, are you just thinking about the big bone, the big drumstick and football, or what comes to mind when you think of Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that's right. It's always football on Thanksgiving, which is nice. I like it. I don't know. Whenever I think of Thanksgiving, I always look forward to just spending time with the family. We usually have some friends over as well, so you know, it's definitely like one of those excuses to just be around your friends and family and have like a decent party, right? Like it usually doesn't turn into the most crazy party ever because everyone's full of turkey. They
Right.
can't really move around too much. But yeah, I just think friends and family when I think Thanksgiving. And you know, the food's gonna be great, but it's really about who you spend time with. So
That's one of the things that can add to kind of the pressure of it. Like last Thanksgiving, dude, I was solo, and dude, of course, completely forgot to buy food. So I feel so bad. I ordered DoorDash from this lady. The only place open in town was a Golden Corral. Yo, she
yeah.
showed me pictures. I should have tipped her more. And I'm a good tipper. I tipped her very well, but she's like, I was here for 2 hours and I got Golden Corral is horrible. At least what I got. It was so bad, but I still ate turkey on Thanksgiving, but she brought it to me and it was like, it was the only place open, but yeah, dude. And I was alone. It was me and my dog. I think Christmas, Thanksgiving, those are actually I guess your own birthday sometimes, but those are the two ones that there's a lot of people alone on Thanksgiving, man. And, you know, you see all these people in the picturesque movies and pop culture of like, everybody's around, dad's cutting the turkey. And so you might feel the pressure inside that like, dude, it's just me and my banquet microwavable meal with just a warm vodka and a single candle. Like, how's this for a Thanksgiving?
No, for sure. I definitely get that. Every year, we do Thanksgiving as a family, like since we've been in the States, obviously. And same for Christmas, you know, it's a tradition. But yeah, there's some people people out there that, you know, spend Thanksgiving alone and Christmas alone. Most of the experience I've had with Thanksgiving is everyone's scrambling and they're like it starts out everyone's pretty good, then people start getting to the scramble mode, they're running around cooking food, might get a little bit stressful depending on the year, and then once you sit down and like actually just eat, everyone's good again. You cheers, you know, thank everyone for being there, and yeah, so it's always been a good experience for me. If you just remember, like, you know, hey, if the turkey's overdone, if the, you know, whatever, if it didn't turn out perfect, it's fine. Like it doesn't matter. Like you know, it's just either whether you're spending the holidays with someone or you're spending it by yourself. The point is to just, you know, like you said, you know, think about what you're thankful for. Think about where you are in life. Maybe if you aren't thankful for anyone else, but be thankful for yourself that you've gotten, you know, past the difficulties of the year and you are where you are right now. And yeah. So I think, you know, like you're saying, that video you released about gratitude, it's just really about gratitude, and then it's not, this video is not about Christmas, but Christmas to me would be about giving and gratitude. So
yeah, we don't want to talk about that now. Wait for that episode.
Yeah.
No, it's so crazy because you guys are from South Africa or that area. It's wild. I'm like, oh, you guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving? I mean, obviously you do because you guys have been in the States forever, but
yeah,
it is wild. Like I was talking to somebody in the UK, or something like that. Someone not from here. I was like, oh, it's weird because it's just another Thursday to them. But I'm like, yo, it's Thanksgiving. Stuff's shut down. Family feasts, all that good stuff. Like, wait, what? But we don't know about Diwali or something in India where it's like, I don't know. Well, I think also when it comes to Thanksgiving, it's honestly, we should have an episode at some point about being a perfectionist because let's be honest here, when it comes to making a track, Mr. Davis, sometimes it's gotta be perfect. Like your setup now, it's perfect. Like it looks great, but it took some serious effort.
Yeah. Aside from the fact that nothing's plugged in.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
But see, the fact that bothers you, that's being a perfect, but we're gonna have a whole episode about that. But these housewives or house whatevers, these people the household people that run the household, let's put it that way, that like the gravy dish has to be out, like the turkey, like you said, they're overthinking it has to be perfect, or you have to have both fresh and canned cranberry sauce. Comment down below, are you a fresh or canned? I love cracking that can and it comes out and you still see the ridges, like the jelly of the cranberry jelly to the cranberry sauce.
It's perfectly molded.
A nice slice.
Just by the way, and then we'll go fully into Thanksgiving. I looked it up. Halloween is an American holiday, but it originated in Europe.
Thanks for that. Appreciate you. Just so everyone knows, shout out Europe and America. What up? Shoot. But yeah, like I was saying, it's crazy. Like some people put so much pressure on yourself, and like you said, in reality, that's not what it's all about. Another thing that comes up is just the difficult conversations. Like we make it a point, not to talk about politics just because it's just a no-win game, especially with 150 something subscribers. But then there's people with massive, like Joe Rogan and massive or Elon, that they use their platform to talk politics. But some people just decide to step out of it. But especially if the liquor's flowing, like old Uncle Bob, he starts going after the young kid, like, are you kidding me? Like, things get froggy, and like sometimes it turns from like peaceful to, and then not even necessarily political, just like, or any other subject that comes up, like it just gets heated.
And it can depend on the family. I think definitely when you start bringing in more and more extended family, I think the likelihood of an argument happening is just exponential.
Oh yeah.
But I guess the weird thing for me is my family is like all over the world, so we've never had this close, like extended family. Like we're close, but we're not like we go and visit each other every year close. So our relationship, as good as it is, has been more like through Skype or through like WhatsApp or whatever. So yeah, I've missed the whole thing where the relatives come over and then you have an uncle who's arguing about who the president is or something like that. I've never had that. And it would depend on the family. I think some families get along very well with their extended relatives, and others, I mean, you see it in the movies. It's a nightmare. So I think if you can try and spend it with people who you love spending time with, and just be appreciative and all that. So
there's that funny meme of like, when we all sat down, and it's just like a happy family, and then it's like how I act when we all sit down. And then it's like 7 beers in, and like all of a sudden he's Alex Jones. He's like, "You don't understand. Everything's run by the lizard people." like just preaching to the full family.
Yeah.
Full Alex Jones. That's awesome.
What about you? What's been your experience mainly with Thanksgiving?
Oh man. Well, I don't, dude. My family isn't all over the world, but like my family is literally all over the country, from California to Indiana to Florida to New England to. I'm the only one in Texas, forever alone. But it's wild. So like we've never had. I've always been envious of that. Like the legit that, and we'll talk about it on Christmas. It's the exact same thing though. Like everyone's together for family. And for Christmas or Thanksgiving, like I've never had that like massive family element when growing up. I mean, we always did it, but sometimes we all flew in, but I was always too young. And I know like that's one of the reasons I really want kids. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, I'm single and disease free. I want to have a huge family and grow that someday. I mean, even if I'm freaking gonna be 40, hurry up, me. But yeah, dude, it's like last year was pretty depressing. Thanksgiving, like I keep it light, I keep it loose, but it's like, dude, it's me, some horrible Golden Corral, and my beautiful puppy. I'm gonna be making some moves. Actually, you try to think, did we all ever have Thanksgiving? Like me, you, Johnny. Did we ever do like a Friendsgiving as a very popular thing?
I definitely know. I definitely know. Like you guys have been invited, or I think what happened is like probably before Thanksgiving or Christmas. I think you moved, or you were leaving to go in the RV and everything across country.
What did we do 2021? Because I just pulled back into Vegas in the RV, and I actually just got a thing on my timeline because you came and met us at on Halloween at that awesome English pub we all go to.
Crown and Anchor.
Crown and Anchor.
Yeah.
And what did we do for Thanksgiving?
I don't know, man.
Dude, it's been a blurry couple years.
I think we did something for Thanksgiving, like my family, and I think you were invited. I think Johnny was also invited, but I think Johnny was doing something as well, and you might have been invited to something already.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
that happens.
But do you guys, have you ever done the Friendsgiving thing? Which is, they do that in New England, like the whole crew, because they all have their own families. So they make a day. I think it's like soon, actually. They all hang out for Friendsgiving. It's like a bunch of booze and potluck type style. I love that idea, though.
Yeah, well, that's basically what our Thanksgiving is a Friendsgiving. It's the immediate family. If we're in relationships and stuff like that, it's been the girlfriends and then just like all our friends coming over.
Love it.
That's what it's always been. So I've always had the Friendsgiving experience versus like the extended family from all over the place. But
well, I think that's a fantastic way to do it. I don't think I don't know.
It would be cool to have family for probably more likely for Christmas because they're out of the country, but it'd be cool to do that one day, but it's so difficult. Like we have people in Australia, we have people in Africa, like
it's wild.
Europe. So
come on, everybody, fly in.
Yeah, like
thousands of dollars in tickets.
Yeah. It'd be too much, but we have had moments where I think we've had relatives that just happen to have been flying in or something, and maybe they joined us for Thanksgiving or something like that.
It's wild though, dude, when you get married, whenever that happens, like, yo, people are gonna be flying in. I know I am.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you're gonna be one of my groomsmen. I better be one of yours. Johnny cut us both out. We were just random, like we were like, nah, friends only. And we're like, well, no,
I was working.
Oh yeah, he put you to work, dude.
Yeah.
But dude, if you got people all over the world, I mean, and that's one of those things where people will have to fly in. Like, it's not they have to, it's like they want to, but it's like, I guess I'm flying.
Likely, and not everyone will, because they just don't have the means to, and it's perfectly understandable.
Means.
But yeah, that will be one where a lot of people are gonna try and make it happen at the very least.
Just send
dude,
everybody.
Of course, man. You're gonna be a groomsman, and I'll be a groomsman.
Thanks, man. Hey, Johnny, buzz off.
Either it's gonna be a small-ish wedding, or I'm gonna go all out, like, and put up my speakers and everything.
Heck yeah. Well, I don't know. Both ways are good. I know some people that are like, dude, I'm going to Mexico with like 5 people, and that's it. Because, dude, they're expensive, man. Freaking weddings. Golly. Let me ask you a question. What is make sure you comment down below what your favorite Thanksgiving dish is, but I'm going to throw it to my co-host, Dane. Favorite Thanksgiving dish or side?
Some people aren't into turkey for Thanksgiving, but I actually really love turkey.
White or dark meat?
A mixture of both. Yeah, I like having a mixture of that, but I also love the green bean casserole. It's always good.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah. We were gonna talk about food and just get hungry.
With like the slivered almonds and the cream of mushroom.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Oh, I can smell it. All I had was a banana today. God, that sounds good.
Yeah. Like every side is usually fantastic, but those are all like always the classics that we've had every single year. And the thing that we do that's probably not traditional, or I don't know if it is, but we do roasted potatoes. Those are,
oh my gosh, why do we do
amazing? What about yours? What's your favorite?
Damn, dude, I'm hungry. All I had was a banana. I'm not kidding. I can like smell the quartered potatoes with like the rosemary.
Yeah. All I had was like 2 eggs this morning. So.
Oh, I didn't have my eggs yet. I'm working on the 18 packer. You know what's weird about when you move? It's like I don't want to travel with like a can of soup, so I'm trying to eat everything. So it's gonna be some weird meals. Like all I have is canned Walmart green beans one night. Dude, honestly, well, first of all, I would like to say that I'm one of the weirdos that I'll like take a collection from everything on the plate. Very gluttonous, just like I get a little mix of everything. I'll be like, but there's some people. I had this buddy Pedro, and he used to, every time we ate, he used to eat like each section. I actually don't want you guys do that, or if Johnny does it, maybe you do.
I do it.
Oh yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah, I do it, but I'll also do a round
dabble.
Yeah, I'll mix it up a bit, but yeah, I usually like divide it up and eat section by section.
Okay, I like chaos.
Yeah, but I'll do that as well. I'll do it every once in a while.
So. You like to go for a walk around the block, around the plate?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I would, dude. If you want a really well crafted, like multiple good quality cheese baked macaroni and cheese, that's a good. Oh, I remember, dude. I was with Chase's family a couple in 2022. Either way, yeah, that was a good time. Thanks again. Shout out Chase. Someday you'll be on the show. I don't know. We need to get you set up. Dude, like a really good baked, like to the point where it's all brown on the top. But I'm a white meat guy. Like I like chicken thighs, but when it comes to turkey, I like white meat. And like I said, cranberry jelly, like the straight. Who knows what's in that stuff? Like you know what I'm talking about, like literally it's just like man.
I wonder how many people make that from scratch. I mean, but it's so easy to get in a can, and I don't know.
Well, all you need is, supposedly, I learned this from because I'm so masculine. I watch a show called Below Deck, not so much anymore. It's on Bravo Network. That's right, ladies, I'm single. And she goes, "What's the difference between jam and jelly?" He goes, "Jelly has gelatin in it." So I guess you could make it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Jello. Yeah,
wouldn't be a difficult thing to do at all. But yeah, I like on the white meat versus dark meat turkey. I do prefer the dark meat or the white meat a little bit more, but I like both. I like having both.
Yeah, I can have some like sneaking onto the fork. It's cool.
Yeah,
like when I'm with having my chaotic bites. But yeah, I know that I'll be in my new spot for Thanksgiving this year, which is good. So I'll be mooching off at somebody's cooking. But I never come empty-handed. I'll at least bring a case of Heineken or something. But yeah, man, this is just a short video talk about Thanksgiving with everybody. But I feel like before we close out, we got to say, like, what are you thankful for, man?
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm thankful for my family, and the fact that we're very close together, and that's not something that everyone has. So I'm extremely thankful for that. Thankful for the people I have in my life, my girlfriend, and all my friends who are still with us and still hanging out with us and supporting us and everything. Like it's great. It's great to have like such an amazing group of people in my life. So I'm super thankful for that, and just the fact that I can do what I do. Like it's a lot of hard work to get enough money to buy all this expensive stuff to do AV and all that, but I'm very thankful that I can do it. So yeah, just thankful for the people around me, thankful for all the support that we've had, and also thank all of you for watching these videos and subscribing and hanging out and maybe watching the whole video. All two of you.
There's a couple.
Yeah, there's like two of you that are the real ones.
Yeah, the real OGs.
Yeah,
man.
But yeah, just thanks for the support, and thank you to everyone in my life who supports me and lets me do what I do. So,
oh, way to go, man! How am I gonna top that? That was beautiful, man. Yeah.
What are you thankful for, John?
Yes, man. I'm thankful for a lot, bro. I'm thankful for my faith. I'm thankful for the fact that I'm alive. I say that every morning, bro. Like some of those years, bro, even just like alcohol poisoning that I didn't. Well, I always drink like Trulies and stuff, but sometimes on like benders, I'd let people feed me whiskey. I am thankful. Dude, I'm genuinely thankful to be alive. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for this year and the wild transformation that I've decided to finally change up some stuff with myself. I'm thankful for the fact that you by the mic that started all to actually start making videos, and we actually finally pulled the trigger on the podcast, and that we're chugging along, man. It's a grind, but we're here. I'm thankful for I'm thankful to just be here and be a alive, happy soul. I mean, I can break down everything. I'm happy for my skin. I'm grateful for my skin. Yeah, but nah, man, same with you, bro. I'm grateful that people have been, I'm grateful for the people that have stuck with me through the bad times that are the real ones, and like the people in my life and family as well.
Yeah.
Some people are like, I'm out of here, yo. This kid's a mess. And that's okay. That's all right. I'm totally cool with it. But I'm the same way,
Yeah, it is understandable, like for people, like because there's a bunch of people in my life that have come and gone, and that's perfectly understandable. Like,
right.
But to have people like stick around and want to be a part of it, ups and downs all around, like it's amazing to have that. So.
Yeah. I think that's I'm grateful for the fact that I had $7.49 to do the quad load at the laundromat. It was a pretty sketchy laundromat, but dude, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the fact that I have a roof over my head. I have a hoodie on and the AC. So there's so much, bro. And I highly recommend it. Not even on Thanksgiving, but just think to yourself on your way to work or when you wake up of 3 things that you're grateful for, and it will definitely change your mood. But yeah, I think it's great. I'm stoked for Thanksgiving. I'm stoked for this new chapter and this last podcast here in this apartment in Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock, Texas is a great place. I'm gonna make a video all about it. But right now it's not. I'm good. But shoot, it's been but yeah, I am thankful for this it all started from this mic. Like, dude, it's time. You know what the crazy thing is? When Dane and I were first thinking about making the podcast, the whole problem was like, well, where are we going to do it? We could have just done this, but also all 5 of our guests, we would obviously welcome them in our house. Our whole thing was like, well, we can't just have randos in our house, but all 5 of our guests have been like, yeah, dude, do you want anything out of the fridge? No, eventually sure. It'll be strangers.
Yeah, not for sure. And yeah, that's just what we were thinking. Like we want it to be like everyone's comfortable and all that. So we've been talking about this for a while, and the idea of it even like evolving into different things. Like it wasn't initially with a focus on like, it would be positive, but it was more just like, hey, just interview like interesting people.
Yeah.
But now it's like, the spin that you came up with of talking about a bit of mental health and positivity and stuff like that, and trying to, see where the drawbacks of different roads in life, basically. And that's why we have the guests, so that they can give their take on like, how things have been for them, and everyone's different. So
that's very true. And everyone has a story to tell. I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked for 2025. I mean, that'll be the New Year's episode, but yeah, I'm stoked for Thanksgiving. I'm stoked for tonight. I guess Halloween. Actually, I'm really not that excited. Like Halloween's cool, I guess.
For Halloween.
I mean,
cool. Well, dude, it would, what would be cool is if you were here and we're all hanging out.
Find myself a vixen.
Yeah, dude, just hop on a plane, come on down. You still got like 4 more hours.
Man, I wish that'd be fun. And my buddy Rob hit me up. He's like, bro, party in LA, dude, come through. Literally the day before, and to the point where I even looked at flights. It was like 700. I'm like, bro, give me some notice. He's like, yo, we're in the hills, bro, come through. I'm like, yo, can you let me know? It sounds fun.
Yeah, would have been.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I was gonna send the PJ. I'm telling you, one of these days, somebody's gonna be able to send a PJ, private jet. If you don't know,
I was thinking pajamas, but
man, send those too. I would be grateful for them. Johnny's mom gave me pajamas for Christmas. I love them. They're like super double XL, but they're mad comfy. I just bagging around my apartment, but they have a string so you can keep them tight still. So shout out, Mama Johnny. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I just sold my Christmas tree on Facebook Marketplace, but I still have the ornaments. So I don't know, man.
The ornaments are like the worst part to like try and collect back again. You gotta keep the ornaments, but yeah, you pick up a tree when you get where you're going, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a full episode about just a good vibe and Thanksgiving fun-packed episode, from laundromats to Halloween to Thanksgiving to McDonald's ice cream machines. Here at Download the Uplift, we keep it light, we keep it loose, we keep you entertained, and we thank you guys for watching. Whether it's a 90 view video or a 4 view video, we're in this together, right, Dave?
Yeah. And whether it's for 1 second or a whole hour, thank you for watching.
Oh, shoot. But Dane, aka Turkey Wrangler with an R, was there anything else?
Oh yeah, it should have been a double. I completely missed that.
It's cool. Hey, I think you're a Wrangler. Like, actually, wait, what is that? What's that Wrangler? Is that even a word? I'm not calling you out. I'm just curious. I'm curious.
It's because I didn't even think. I was just like Turkey Wrangler, and I typed it. I didn't think about it.
Well, either way, I still like it.
So I messed up. All the people that watched half the video will just be like, Dane's an idiot. And then towards the end, you'll be like, I'm an idiot, but I know I am. So there you go.
No. But Dane, was there anything else?
I think we should do. I think we should just edit in a W just right at the bottom there. Just whoop, whoop.
Just put a text box and just stretch it across the whole timeline of like W right there.
Yeah.
Maybe. Whatever you did with the voices was really cool. I don't know how you did it. I'm sure I could find out, but
cool. Yeah, it's easy. Hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully you all made it through Black Friday, which is always crazy.
Oh yeah.
So be good to each other. Don't trample people. But yeah, no. We hope you have a great rest of your holiday season. We're gonna see you for Christmas. We're gonna see you for New Year's, and thank you guys for supporting us and watching.
Once again, way better, like very well said. With it must be the new background. My man's just spitting hot fire. Dylon, 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 and Dylon. Do you know what that's from?
No, not at all.
Making the band Chappelle Show? No. All right, whatever.
Oh,
because I spit hot fire.
Yeah.
Who are the 5 greatest rappers? Dylon, 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 and Dylon. That's who Chappelle. YouTube it. It's great. Chappelle Show.
No,
Or Chappelle Show's on Netflix. Also, The Patriot is on Prime. I just watched that. What a great movie. Mel Gibson charging with good old red, white, and blue. Great movie. And we've talked about South African movies, like when the Bounty Hunters in Elysium. Awesome. I'm trying to think of some other awesome South African movies.
Well, there was District 9 that was made by the same people.
And Chappie, right?
Yeah, Chappie was made. I
didn't watch that because I heard it's sad.
I saw parts of it. I haven't watched the full thing yet, so I'm not sure. There's also, back when I was a kid, there was a movie called The Ghost in the Darkness about 2 lions that were like manhunters. So
cool.
Yeah.
Comment down below your favorite South African movie.
Yeah, might as well.
We're gonna have an episode all about South African movies.
That would be cool, man.
And coming March 2027, you're gonna have a video from Dane all about different teas. So make sure you catch that one. Sampling different hot teas, iced teas, black teas, rose teas. Either way, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Don't overthink all this shopping stuff. People don't worry that much, and if they do care that much, then buzz off. But either way, once again, this was Download the Uplift, a place where when we fall, Dane, myself, maybe a guest once in a while, we try and uplift you. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and listening.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Rock and roll. You got to rock and roll for them?
Rock and roll.